Okay, I'm in the car waiting for my son to get out of his little preschool, and I just finished our little juicing class. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about what we talked about for those that weren't able to make it today. So we had, four women there, and we made a juice together. So the juice that we made was a pineapple. It was half a pineapple, half a beet, a thumb of ginger, 3 apples, and a lemon. That's what we made for a juice today, and it's like called the cotton candy juice, or I have like the pink blush juice, I think, in my juicing book that I made. So we just made that together. We tried seedless watermelon and seeded watermelon and tasted the difference between the two, and everybody liked the seeded better, and it was much more red and more ripe. And the seeded watermelon that I got was like huge from Kroger, and it was on sale. So watermelon is in season right now, so anything that's on sale usually is in season in the produce section. So watermelon and grapes are in season, cantaloupe is in season right now. So we talked a little bit about that. We talked about how you should eat melons alone by themselves, not mixed with other fruit. That's watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew melon. You can mix all those together, but you shouldn't have them with other fruits. We talked a little bit about proper food combining with fruits. So I'll try to send out an attachment so that you can learn a little bit more about that. And then we just talked about like the benefits of ginger, benefits of beets, benefits of juicing and doing a juice cleanse. I wrote like a little ebook on that, so we looked through that a little bit, and then we talked about the Dr. Douglas Graham's 80-10-10 diet, Christina's fully raw diet, and I brought out some different books that I have in juicing books, so we just kind of looked through that. We talked about the protein myth, so I'm going to send out something called the protein myth. So people say, you know, how do you get your protein if you're on a vegetarian type diet? And then, you know, the people that are here, like there's tons of people that want to stick to meat and they have no plans on being vegetarian, so we're just talking about incorporating more fruits and vegetables. But if you are on a vegetarian diet, how do you get enough protein? So I'm going to send out the protein myth document to everybody. And then let's see, what else did we talk about? Talked about eating fruits in season. So I want to have a document that talks about what fruits are in season right now: fall, winter, spring, summer. And now there's fruits that are in season at your local grocery store, and then there's fruits that are in season like in Tennessee that are growing and being produced right now. So there's a big difference in those. And let's see, what else did we talk about? We were there for 2 hours, so there was like a lot. I felt like I was talking nonstop, but people were asking questions. You know, what about nuts? We talked about nuts. Like, nuts are great to have in the winter time, and try to have them in moderation. So like no more than like 10% of what your intake is for the day. Nuts, avocados. Avocados are really good, and they're good for you. And yeah, you should have those in moderation. Like, I think 1 or 2 a day is perfectly fine, but if you're having like tons of avocado with every meal, that might not be the best thing to do. But it's actually a fruit. Avocado is a fruit, and it also has fat in it. And we talked about eating whole food. So there's an avocado dressing that you can make made with a whole avocado. We talked about eating olives instead of having like a whole bunch of olive oil. I talked about like a breakfast menu that I made for my kids, and that was, they can have their kids, it's called the kids favorite juice, and that's the juice that we made today. Or they can have a smoothie, or a fruit bowl, or a smoothie bowl, or overnight oats. So those are some of the things that I've been doing for breakfast. And then we talked about how I made a paleo bread for my children for them to have for lunch, and they bring that to school with them. So I'm gonna get that recipe out as well. And I found this jelly at Kroger that doesn't have any sugar in it, so we always use that. And then I have just regular peanut butter that doesn't have any sugar in it either, and sometimes I add honey. We talked a little bit about having lemon water first thing in the morning, or having lemon water with honey, especially if you're going to give it to your kids. And so I guess that's it that I can think of. I know there's more that we talked about, but I just wanted to update anybody that wasn't able to make it.